Mic check, 1 2, mic check 1 2, mic check. Okay, we're fine. Okay, let's talk about it. South Carolina, Florida, 38-24 final. Love to hear you guys' thoughts, comments, reactions, everything else. I just posted my post-game video, and I can really summarize this game as this. This team, and I've said this a lot this offseason and this season so far, I really believe this team has good players. I watched that game today, and it's hard for me to be totally negative about it because I see the guys out there busting their asses, leaving their guts on the field. It's certainly not perfect. There are areas of this team that need to improve. You still need to get better safeties. You need to get better wide receivers. The receivers were awful. We understand, but there's enough talent on this team to win football games, and I feel like the adults in the room are just ruining for them. That end of game that you just saw, that clock mismanagement, that is a microcosm of the incompetency of Will Muschamp as a head football coach. That summarizes it right there. Playing almost looks like you're playing not to lose versus playing to win the game. And I feel bad for the players. I feel bad for the players. I really do, because they're busting it. They're leaving it all out there on the field. And they don't understand why is it not good enough. And it's like the adults in the room, it feels like, are ruining their chances. And I just hate it for them. I genuinely hate it for them. So I genuinely hate it for them. So, yeah, taking you guys' questions, comments. The voicemail line is open, not for calls, but the voicemail line should be open, 843-790-3377. I will take your voicemails for the show tomorrow. If you guys do want to call in, you can leave those, obviously. But, I feel bad for the players. I truly feel bad for the players because we have good football players. We have good football players, in my opinion. There's no question. So, I have no idea what happened with the clock mismanagement you guys are asking. I have no idea. I have genuinely no clue. I don't know what I understand you want to huddle and be methodical offensively, and that's all fine and dandy, but you got to know the situation. You got to play to win the football game. I mean, the game honestly went a lot the way I thought it would as far as how much success they had offensively. But I thought our guys battled their tails off. We could have tucked our tails and folded the second half. There were a lot of times we could have done that. That game could have gotten crazy out of hand, and we were able to hang in there, get some turnovers, whatever. And you just don't even give your kids a chance at the end of the game to win the football game. So, again, I know Florida's the number 3 team in the country, and, we lost by 14 points. We covered the spread. Fantastic. Whoop-de-doo. But, again, that clock mismanagement at the end of the game, man, it's just a microcosm of Will Muschamp and his shortcomings as a head football coach. It really is just a small summary of his football team. So, I don't know. It's baffling. It's baffling that you can be a head football coach in the SEC and not understand end of game situations. So, where was Doty and Joyner? Doty and Joyner did not, or Joyner was on the field. Doty did not see the field at all, and Joyner did not see a single target. So, hey, like I said, I really started with the positives, and I tried to be as positive as I could in the post game, and because there were positives to draw. Again, offensively, you found RB1 in Kevin Harris. Shi Smith is a freak. I can't believe Florida continued to try to one-on-one him. You can't one-on-one him. I can't believe they tried to do that or continue to try to do it. Offensive line, I thought, played much, much better. Your receivers obviously are a huge problem. Your receivers are a huge problem, obviously. Outside of Shi Smith, you have nobody. It was nice to see Rico Powers get a few catches into the game, but outside of Shi Smith, you have nobody. So, yeah, this is an imperfect team, like I said, but it feels like we have talent on this football team, and the adults in the room are ruining it for the kids, and that's what it feels like. The adults in the room are ruining it for the kids. So, yeah, Joyner was compared to Debo, I heard. Yeah, and that was J.C. Horn that said that, and I think at this point it's safe to say that was just J.C. being nice. He's not Debo Samuel. He's the carry on Joyner. He's a quarterback playing wide receiver. Call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. So, call a spade a spade. So, yeah, way too many drops, an insane amount of drops. But, again, this is par for the course for Will Muschamp coach teams. They make a lot of boneheaded mistakes, a lot of key situations where you just make bad decisions, and there you go. So, Yeah, Roderick had a rough game. I mean, the safety play is still as bad as it's ever been in Will Muschamp. The safety play is still as bad as it is when his first year he got here. And that's the thing that almost bothers me. Like, the offense, to me, is doing, for the most part, doing their job. Like, it's not perfect. It's certainly not perfect. But where is the defense? I mean, where's the defense to keep you in a game like this? I mean, you could really say Florida let off the gas pedal in the fourth quarter. I mean, even the second half. But, I mean, the play where Kadarius Toney goes, 60 yards? You got 5 guys around him. Nobody makes the tackle. There were tons. And, again, give Florida all the credit. They're fantastic offensively. I said that coming in this game. One of the best offenses in the entire country. They're a legit playoff contender in my mind. But, I mean, the secondary is so bad. I mean, the secondary is just so bad. The defense, year 5 of Will Muschamp, and your defense is still looking like this. Is it ever going to come around defensively? Is it ever going to come around defensively? And again, I think there's good players on defense. I mean, look at Israel McQuamu, who's won an interception. J.C. Horn, we obviously know how good his game is. Zach Pickens, Jordan Birch, Enigbare, Aaron Sterling. Those are all solid players, but the defense as a whole, it's just not there. It's just not there in year 5. And I mean, I don't want to hear how good you are defensively anymore. I'm not going to keep touting this defense. It's just not there. Again, I was happy with Kevin Harris. Love to see it from Kevin Harris. I think he cemented himself today as your number 1 running back. I thought Colin Hill played fine again. I mean, again, it's Colin Hill again is going to give you the same thing every single week. He's going to be consistent. He's not going to be a guy that's going to go out there and throw for 350 and win the game for you. But no turnovers from Colin. Really didn't put it in harm's way. I'll take it. I will take that performance. It's fine. Shi Smith, another friend. Again, I can't believe how many catches Shi Smith had. I said there was no way he was going to get 10. Well, he didn't get 10. He got 12, I think. So, which I can't believe. Again, I can't believe Florida tried to one-on-one him. I really. Do I blame defense on T-Rob at all, or just Muschamp only? No, definitely T-Rob as well. And here's the thing: T-Rob will never go anywhere because they're best buddies. Muschamp and T-Rob, he would never fire T-Rob, but certainly it falls on both those guys. I mean, what is it? Do you think the players aren't good, or is it coaching? Do you think the players aren't good, or is it coaching? I mean, that's my question for you. So, I just, I want to see Muschamp be successful. I really, really do, contrary to what some of you may think out there. Like, I'd really like to see Will Muschamp succeed, but it's just the same thing. It's par for the course, what we've seen. His teams they make silly mistakes. And then, like I said, we've been told before, there's things in a game that Will Muschamp simply somehow that other coaches see, he just flat out misses. That end of the game, clock mismanagement was a perfect a microcosm. It was a microcosm of that. It really was. I mean, how there's no excuse for that. There's absolutely no excuse for that. USC Stanley, we don't have the horses. Year 5 and you don't have the horses. Come on. Give me a break. There's good players on this football team. There's no excuse. There's good players on this football team. I mean, again, I was proud of the guys' effort today. Guys kept playing. They fought. They played hard when they could have quit. Because I thought for a second there this game was going to get really, really, really ugly. And again, kind of what I said had to happen to stay in the game and make it a second half game, make it a fourth quarter game. You got a couple turnovers off Florida, and you capitalized on both turnovers. And so kudos to South Carolina. You had 14 points off of turnovers, but just not enough. Just not enough. You got to continue to try to find other receivers outside of Shi Smith. You need to continue to give Kevin Harris the football. I think that should be run first. Give Kevin Harris the football. He's a very, very good option for you back there. Again, offensive line, I was happy they played better. I think Florida does have some issues defensively. I'm really surprised how soft they are on the interior. That was really surprising to me. Again, Shi Smith's a true problem for every single team we go against. He's a problem. He's legit. Again, on the defense, Zach Pickens, Jordan Birch, I think they need to be on the field more often. Asia McCormick with the nice pick, but overall as a whole, like I said, I just, again, defensively, it kills me because you knew when Muschamp was hired that, offensively we're going to have some bumps in the road and things aren't going to be perfect. But you thought defensively you'd have an elite defense, and we're just not seeing it year 5. So, I mean, what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point? Again, into the game situation, the clock mismanagement, just typical. It's just typical. So, just typical. All you can do is just try to hopefully bounce back and beat Vanderbilt. I mean, really, which will be a much better matchup for us, obviously. So, be a much, much better matchup for us. So, of course, Twitter and social media is going crazy right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's again, the game kind of went how I expected. As far as we knew Florida was going to be able to move the football. We knew that was going to be a thing, right? We knew they were going to be able to move the football. And again, I was proud of the way the guys fought back in the second half because I thought this was a game that really could have gotten out of hand. I thought this game really could have gotten out of hand. Kevin Harris and Shi Smith, yeah, exactly, did what you needed to do. Offensive line played much, much better. At the end of the day, you didn't get the job done. And again, kudos to the guy for fighting. That was the number 3 team in the country, and they're a very good football team. Kyle Trask is legit. Kyle Pitts is legit. Kadarius Toney, that offense. I tried to tell I told you guys all week. Their offense is really, really good. No question. One of the best offenses probably in the entire country. So, just the boneheaded mistakes, just crucial mistakes. Teams, you shooting yourself in the foot, things that cannot happen. And it seemed to always happen on a Will Muschamp coach team. So, yep. Yeah, a lot of people ask about the pick place. That's something every team does, man. It sucks. They're not going to call it though. They're rarely going to call it. So, didn't shock me at all when they didn't. Do I think they will let him go? I don't know, man. The wild card is Bob Caslen. For sure. Yeah, I mean, again, I just don't understand the second half, the lack of sense of urgency. Again, I know you want to be methodical and you want to huddle and run your offense and stuff, but, I mean, there's 5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever it was left to go in a game, and you're just burning clock. Felt like you were playing not to lose instead of playing to win the football game. I mean, even if you score there at the end, you left your guys with no time. You're giving them no chance to win the game. That's what kills me is, like I said, I think our guys are going out there busting their asses, playing as hard as they can, and the adults in the room are not putting them in the best possible position to win the football game. Bottom line, I mean, are we really getting the most out of our talent on this roster? I mean, I think we might even have more talent than I thought we did. Really, I think we might have more talent than I thought we did, and it's just guys aren't getting put in positions, not getting put in good positions to win the football game. So, again, you want to give credit to Florida, certainly. I mean, really good offense, good football team. Again, I was surprised defensively; they're still pretty soft defensively. But yeah, second, I kind of feel almost exactly how I felt after Tennessee. I mean, really, I don't feel much different. I mean, again, you do cover the spread, which cool. You do cover. And again, offensively, the receivers are not good. We knew that. The receivers are not good outside of Shi. Xavier, I guess, had a catch. Rico Powers, I love to see him get some catches late. That's what I said I wanted to see you do. Get him some catches, at least get his feet wet. Again, Colin Hill, efficient with the football. I mean, again, he's nothing flashy. He's nothing crazy, but he's efficient, without a doubt. Running game was fantastic. I don't think we ran it enough, actually, a lot of times, but running game was fantastic. But, you kick a field goal down 24 points. You kick a field goal down 24 points in Florida territory, 4th and short. I mean, that was a huge thing. It just mismanagement throughout the game, coaching-wise. Man, again, I think we have good players. I really want to believe we have good football players. So I don't believe that more and more and more recruiting classes is going to change anything. It's like what you see is what you get at this point with this product, with this coaching staff, with the head coach, with the CEO of this operation. What you see is what you get, man. It's par for the course. And like I said, you're not going to come on here. You're not going to tune in and hear me ranting and raving about Will Muschamp like I did last year, nonstop, the entire thing. It's common sense at this point. It's common sense at this point. If you can't see it, like I said, or if you refuse to see it, like I said last week, you're either on Will Muschamp's payroll, you are blindly loyal to a fault, or you're just plain stupid. I don't really know what else to tell you. So, bottom line. Just disappointing. Another disappointing Saturday. Another disappointing Saturday. Let's see. 9-minute drives down 14 don't work in the fourth quarter. Yeah, no, I agree. I just, again, just the incompetency. It shines in a moment like that. When you mismanage the clock, the incompetency shines. So, and again, there are no moral victories. I want to make that clear. Somebody says another moral loss. There are no moral victories. I'm not trying to point to a moral victory or whatever. But, I think I almost also kind of want to make a point because people love to say that I'm just constantly negative and that's all I am, just negative. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to pull positives from these games. But, I mean, bottom line is you lost the football game. You lost the football game, and Will Muschamp showed his incompetency yet again. So that's sort of the bottom line. That's sort of the bottom line. So. But I mean, I'm trying to be, at least point out the positives, at least make light of them. I mean, Kevin Harris, fantastic back, had a great day. Shi Smith, a man amongst boys out there. I've been so impressed how good Shi has been. Honestly, he's surprised me how good he's been. Wide receivers outside of Shi are brutal. Secondary's brutal. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Secondary's just terrible. Tackling's still not good. Again, I like Pickens and Birch, but there aren't a ton of bright spots on the defense. And again, that's what crushes me more than anything is just year 5 of Will Muschamp. And that's just that game today is one of those games where if you do have an above average defense, they're going to give you some more chances. And I think that's a true down to the wire fourth quarter game. And you just don't have it. You don't have it. So. You don't have it. Year 5, you don't have a defense worth a darn, to be honest with you. You got some good individuals, but you don't have a total unit that's really worth a shit. So, to be honest with you. So. Yeah, Shi Smith's been fantastic. Shi Smith has been fantastic. He's been great. I mean, honestly, he's exceeded all my expectations. So, kudos to him. Yeah, John Dixon was okay. Yeah, John Dixon was fine. Some good plays here and there. I guess the secondary, though, what I'm trying to say is as an overall unit, just too many breakdowns, way too many breakdowns in the secondary. It just isn't what I was expecting from Will Muschamp as a head coach in year 5. And I said this on Twitter. I will never call Will Muschamp a defensive guru ever again. Ever again. He has lost that title for me. So. What? Will Muschamp says the deliberate pace on the final drive was Florida taking away a lot of the potential deep shots. Had to stay on the field at all costs. Could have played at a crisper pace, especially with 4 minutes to go, but had to play for the TD and onside. All right, a couple more questions. We're going to wrap it up here, guys. I know we're just beating a dead horse, I feel like, but a couple more questions here. Yeah, I don't understand the comments from Muschamp there in the game. I mean, of course they're covering the deep shots. They know what you're going to do, but you still got to try to go deep. You have to. You just have to. I'd rather go down swinging than play the way we played. So go down swinging. Couple more questions, guys. And we'll wrap it up here. Bobo had a good game plan going in this game, but no other playmakers consist of the shot. Yeah, I mean that's a huge issue offensively, and that's for sure. I don't think Bobo's done a bad job. I mean, honestly, again, the offense isn't my major concern, to be honest with you. I mean, I think the offense it's not perfect. There's some issues offensively. I mean, we all know that, but just defensively, I mean, I just don't understand. I just don't understand defensively what's going on. So secondary is a major issue. Yeah. So, all right, guys, appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to wrap it up. My post-game thoughts are on social media. Obviously, I'll be on social media, everything else. But yeah, podcast record tomorrow. Tune in Monday. Full breakdown. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Obviously, again, tough one. Proud of the way the guys battled. There are positives to pull, but it's just the same old issues. Incompetency from Will Muschamp shows again at the end of the game and throughout the game, really from different situations, and par for the course. Par for the course. Much won't change until we change. And again, I think we have some pretty decent players. Again, I think they fought and battled their asses off the entire game, but just not enough. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, I'll be on social media. We'll talk soon.